Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you about the D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart. So before beginning, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button. And if you have any doubt after watching this video, please to mention it in my below comment section, okay? So let's begin. So mainly, what is the main purpose of doing this D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart? See, the main purpose of doing this D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart is mainly for the education purpose. So the D24 chart is mainly seen for the education purpose, how much the person studies, whether the person will study up to the 10th itself, 10th class itself or the 10th grade itself, or whether the person will graduate from the very good best college. So that can be seen through the D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart. It can be also seen for the person, whether the person will leave their family and go far and want to do sannyasi or want to become an yogi or a guru. That can be also seen to D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart in Vedic astrology. So mainly, before getting directly into the D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart, first actually you need to check this condition that I am going to tell you now in the birth chart or the D1 chart. So what are all the conditions? See, first check the condition of the 5th house and 5th house lord in the birth chart or the D1 chart. That's the main Karaka house for the education, that is for your education. So if 5th house consists of any exaltation planet, or if any friendly planet is sitting in the 5th house, that is functional benefic planet or functional friendly planet is sitting in the 5th house, or if any benefic planet is aspecting the 5th house, so that represent your education will be very good. Now, if 5th house lord is very well placed in the birth chart, that also represent that your education will be very good. That means that if 5th house lord is placed in the Kendras or any Trikonas, that represent your education will be very good and you will get a very good degree from a very good university or a college. Now, after checking this condition, check the condition of what are the planets conjuncted with the 5th house. Check that condition. So, how planets are conjuncted with the 5th house lord in your birth chart or the D1 chart, and check what are the planets aspect in the 5th house lord in your D1 chart or the birth chart. That also plays a major important role in a person's life getting an education. Now, after checking these conditions, check the condition of the 9th house and 9th house lord. Why 9th house and 9th house lord? See, 9th house and 9th house lord represents, it's actually your postgraduate, PG. Your undergraduate is seen through the 5th house. Your high school, your primary school are seen through the 4th house. Your childhood education, that is babysitting and all, seen through the 2nd house and 2nd house lord. So, for your post graduation, you should see 9th house and 9th house lord. So if 9th house and 9th house lord is very good, that represents your post graduation will be very good. So you will get a very good master degrees from any reputed university or reputed college. You can say like that. So if 9th house lord is sitting in the 9th house itself, or 9th house lord is in the Kendras or Trikonas or in the 2nd house and in the 11th house, that shows that you surely get a very good a master degree at a very good universities or college, like MS, doing MBA and all. So let's take for example, if a person when getting in the college, getting in admission in the college had some problem in it, or after getting in the pageant face some struggles or problem, that can be seen to the 1st house and 1st house lord. So you need to check the condition of 1st house and 1st house lord in the birth chart. So if 1st house and 1st house lord is very well placed in the birth chart without any malefic afflictions, that represent that you'll surely get this one scholarship and all. Now, after checking all these conditions, if you want to check the condition of whether the person will do very good in the high schools and all, so you need to check the condition of 4th house and 4th house lord. If 4th house and 4th house lord is very well placed, let's say for example, if 4th house lord is placed in any Kendras or Trikonas, or if 4th house consists of any benefic planets like Moon, Venus or even Jupiter, that represents your surely your high school was very good or your high school will be very good. Now, checking your babysitting whether it will be very good or not for a children. So if any parents are seeing this, if they want to put children into babysitting, and check the condition whether they will study very good in the babysitting also or not, can be seen through 2nd house and 2nd house lord in the birth chart. So it should be placed very well. Now, after all checking all these conditions, now next important condition is check the condition of Jupiter and Mercury. Why Jupiter and Mercury? Jupiter represents knowledge, wisdom, whether the person will be having very good knowledge, divine knowledge, spiritual knowledge, or any kind of knowledge on particular subjects like physics, science, social, mathematics, and all can be seen through the Jupiter. So if Jupiter is very well placed in your birth chart, that when person will have a very good knowledge on particular subjects like this that I told you now. Now, if Jupiter should be very well placed in the Kendras or Trikonas or in a exaltation sign, Mool Trikona sign, that too especially in the Kendras or Trikonas or even in the 2nd house or 11th house. Now, not second house, in the 11th house, sorry, because second house it aspects 7th aspect to the 8th house. 8th house means the person will study other subjects rather than the class subjects. The person will study occult science like astrology and all. So that depends, that matters a lot. Now, after checking Jupiter's condition, check the condition of Mercury. Mercury is the Karaka planet for your grasping powers, actually. Whether you will grasp that particular subject, grasp that particular concept very fast than others can be seen through planet Mercury. If Mercury is very well placed in a birth chart, that represents you're surely you're gonna grasp a very good very good in a efficient manner rather than others. So these are all the things you need to check. Now, after checking all these conditions in the birth chart or the D1 chart, come to the D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart. So in the Chathurvimsamsa chart or D24 chart, check the condition of 5th house and 5th house lord again, because it's actually inner core of your education. So let's say, for example, in your birth chart, your 5th house and 5th house lord are badly placed. Now what that happens, that represents there will be some obstacles in getting your education and all, right? But in your D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart, if your 5th house and 5th house lord is very well placed, that in the Kendras, Trikonas or 2nd or 11th house, that represents that your education, even though if you get obstacles in your education, you'll slowly overcome them and then you'll clear all the examinations and then get a proper education like a degree certificate and all. Now, coming to the next important house is the 9th house and 9th house lord. It represents post-graduation. So 9th house and 9th house lord, in order to get gains or scholarship through post-graduation. So if you want to study in master science in America, Australia, England and all, like Oxford University and all, Cambridge University and all, you should study the 9th house and 9th house lord, okay, in the D24 chart or Chathurvimsamsa chart. So that represents your master degrees or higher degrees or post-graduation. So if your 9th house and 9th house lord is very well placed, that represents you surely you will get very good post-graduation in a very reputed university. Now, after checking all these conditions, check the condition of first house and first house lord in the D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart. So in the in Chathurvimsamsa chart, if first house and first house lord if first house consists of malefic planet or first house lord is conjected with the malefic planets or aspected by malefic planets, or first house lord is sitting in the 6th, 8th, 12th house or in the 3rd house, that represents through struggle, through overcoming that particular problems that you had in life in education. Like let's say, for example, if a person fails in particular subjects or gets less marks, you need to overcome that and then rewrite the exam so that you'll pass in that exam and then move on. So that can be seen to the first house and first house lord of the D24 chart. Now coming to the Karaka planet is the Jupiter and Mercury in the D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart. Karaka planet means the significant planet. So if Jupiter and Mercury are very well placed in the D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart, again Jupiter represents your knowledge, wisdom, whether the person is a very knowledge person or a wisdom or the person is having very good wisdom, that can be seen through the planet Jupiter. Now coming to Mercury, if Mercury is exalted in the D24 chart, that represents person surely has a very good grasping power where he can grasp anything in education, whether it may be any problematic question or any concept, any theory question, you can grasp while teacher is teaching. So you can grasp rather than any other person in his or her class. So these can be seen through the D24 chart or the Chathurvimsamsa chart. Now let's take for example, if a person wants to live far away from the from his or her parents or home and want to lead a sannyasi life or a yogi life, that can be seen through the planet Saturn. When Saturn is placed in the Trikona house, that is 159, or in the Kendra house like 1, 4, 7, 10 with conjected Jupiter or aspected by Jupiter, that represents a person will surely live far away from his or her home or parents and lead a sannyasi life or a yogi life. Now after seeing all these conditions, come to the D1 chart, superimpose the D1 chart and the D24 chart. Check what planet, what is your ascendant in the D1 chart first. So if your D1 chart ascendant and D24 chart ascendant are same, that represent it is a Vargotama ascendant. As usual, if Vargotama ascendant is there, that means that your education will be very strong, very good, and it also shows that if it is consisting any very good planets in the first house in both the chart, that represent your education will be very good and very easy. Now check the condition of first house lord of D1 chart in the D24 chart, how it is placed. After checking it, check the condition of 5th house lord and 9th house lord, and check the condition of Jupiter and Mercury once again. So if it is placed very well, then it represents your education will be very good. If any 2 to 3 this one condition are bad, that represent after struggle only you'll get very good education. Now after checking all these conditions, check the condition of Jupiter. Why Jupiter? Jupiter represents your actually learning method is correct or not. It can be seen through D24 chart. So if Jupiter is very well placed in the D24 chart, that too in the Kendras or Trikonas, that represents that your learning method is very correct, very good. So after checking all these conditions, now whether the person will take the technical field or medical field can be seen through the planets. Technical fields refers to the planet Mars, Rahu. So these are all the Saturn. So these are the things that can be seen through the technical fields. So if Mars, Rahu or Saturn is sitting in the any one of the planets or conjuncted sitting in the 5th house or conjuncted with the 5th house lord or aspecting the 5th house lord or 5th house lord itself is Mars, Saturn, that represents the person will surely get technical education. Or if Mars, Rahu, Saturn are sitting in the 9th house, or if any one of the planets is sitting in the 9th house, or Mars and Rahu are sitting in the 9th house or 5th house or in the 1st house or even in the 4th house, that represent person will surely get interested towards the technical fields. Now what does person why does the person gets interested towards the medical fields? That can be seen through the moon and Venus or even Mercury also. So if moon, Venus or Mercury is sitting in the 5th house or 5th house lord is moon, Venus or Mercury, or even in the moon, Venus or Mercury any one of them is sitting in the 9th house, that represent person will surely do research on the this one medical field, or it is sitting in the 8th house also, because 8th house is also secretive house, research house. Okay, so that also plays a major important role. Now after all checking all these conditions, check whether the person will copy in the examination or not. That can also be seen through the D24 chart. How? I will tell. See, copying it's actually very secret, right? It should not be known to others. If it known, then you'll get caught in the examination. So that is seen through the 8th and 8th house lord of the D24 chart, or even in the birth chart also. Now if 8th house and 8th house lord of the D24 chart is connected to the 1st house, 2nd house, 4th house, 5th house, or even in the 9th house, or in the 12th house or 6th house, that represent person will surely get caught in the examination while copying. See, 8th house and 8th house lord is the house of secretive house, secret house, secret maintaining house. So whether the person will copy in the examination or not can be seen through the 8th house. So 8th house is the house of secretive house and all. So if 8th house lord is connected to any one of these education house, that represent if 8th house lord is in the 2nd house, 2nd house lord is in the 8th house, 8th house and 2nd house lord are conjuncted towards each other, making aspect towards each other, or any parivartana exchange between these two houses. So that also represent person will surely copy in the examination. Or 8th house lord making relationship with 4th house, 5th house, 9th house, 1st house, 12th house, or in the or even the 6th house. So these are all the things that you need to know before checking whether the person will get caught in the examination or not while copying. So why 12th house is also very important in this, because 12th house represents lost one particular thing, right? So if you are copying in the examination, if you get caught, then it will be loss of that particular examination, right? So you have to rewrite it once again. So that can be seen to the 12th house and 12th house lord. If 12th house and 12th house lord is connected to the 8th house, that represents surely the person will get caught somewhere or the other, even in the test or in any exam. It can be anything. Now coming to the whether the person will get cleared in the this one like JEE mains exam, like AIEEE exams, IIT exams, or even any higher level exam can be seen through Mercury. If Mercury should be connected to the 5th house or 5th house lord somewhere or the other, then only the person will clear the JEE mains. Or Jupiter should be connected. Jupiter and Mercury should be connected. Now you need to check the condition of the yogas also. So like Saraswati yoga, like even Buddhaditya yoga. So it should be present in both in the Saraswati yoga or Buddhaditya yoga. Any two of them should be present in the birth chart and in the D24 chart. Now Buddhaditya yoga means Sun and Mercury should be conjunct in the birth chart in any houses. Like any houses means particular houses connected to the education, like 2, 4, 5, 9 houses, and even 1st house. Like aspect each other or conjuncted towards each other, aspecting the houses also. Now if Sun and Mercury are conjuncted towards each other in the D24 chart also, that also shows the person will surely get education, very good education. Now after all seeing all these conditions, Saraswati yoga, Buddhaditya yoga, planets and all conditions, houses, lords and all, so actually check the degrees also, degrees of the planets in the birth chart, how it is placed. Check the nakshatras of the lords also, how it is placed. That also plays a major important role in the person's life, right? So if 4th house lord, 1st house lord, 2nd house lord, 5th house lord, 9th house lord is placed in a friendly nakshatra, one nakshatra, that represent person will surely get very good education. So this is it for today, guys. So this was my analysis according to the education. So if any parents wants consultancy in order to see the education of their children, can contact me to my given below WhatsApp number, or else I will see you in the next video. That is the planetary Navamsa series in the 4th house of D9 Navamsa chart in Vedic astrology. So that's it. So until and unless, thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.